Hey guys, this is Donya with Around Cass County Coffee Break, and today I want to tell you that we're going to be visiting with Amanda from Domino Federal Credit Union. But beforehand, I do want to give a shout out to my sponsors, which one is Domino Federal Credit Union. I also have CNB Bank and uh, Fire and Knives in Linden, Texas. So if you guys have not tried eating there yet, go ahead and check it out. It is a great place to eat. So, Amanda, tell me a little bit about you.
So I am a Cass County resident. I've been here my whole life. I started with Domino be 14 years ago in October. So I've been there a while. I started as a member service representative and I've worked my way up and now I'm the compliance officer there. So it's been a great career there. I've got wonderful management. So I'm truly blessed to work for Domino.
That is awesome, and we were just talking a little bit beforehand, and I know Joy, and she's known Joy from such a young age, and Domino has just offered so many different things out there. So, can you share a story on how Domino actually got started?
Sure. So we actually were founded August 23rd, 1973.
Okay.
We were founded by a group of employees at the paper mill in Domino. And so they were looking for a way to help their coworkers save and a way to lend money out. And so that's how they came together and they formed the credit union with just a couple of people.
Just a couple of people?
Yeah, it was a small group of people that got together and got us going.
That is awesome. I know so many times we wonder how things actually get started, and I know credit unions typically you had to be a part of something to get into it. So we'll talk about that here in a little bit later. But how has the credit union changed since they first opened? Tell me about that.
So when they first started, like I said, they were looking for a way for coworkers to save and do loans. So that's all we offered was savings and loans. Since we've expanded, we now offer checking accounts with debit cards. We do IRAs, share certificates. We've expanded that lending program. And so we've also constantly growing our mobile and online presence. And so we've really just expanded off of those couple of services we started at.
Now, I didn't ask you this before, and you may not know, but when did Domino actually start? What year was that? Do you know?
1973.
19. Oh, I was a baby. I was just a baby. What makes Domino Federal Credit Union different from other financial institutes?
So we are very passionate about serving our members and knowing our members. It's the personal service. You know, our team, they know our members by name. You're not just a number at Domino. We our staff really gets to know the member and their needs. In our mission statement, we actually say we listen, we care, we respond, and so that's something that my management team is very passionate about. And they start that at the front line, and so we train our staff to listen to the member's need and get them to the right department to help them the best.
And I tell you what, customer service is really lacking nowadays. So to have a
Yeah.
financial institution that really cares about who you are and
Hmm.
what's important to you is really important.
It really is.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, do you have any most popular services? What are some of the most things that
Yeah.
everybody loves?
So on the lending side, we offer auto loans at very competitive rates. We also offer added benefits to that, such as debt protection. So that's like disability payments. So if you were ever out on disability, then and you have this insurance that you can choose to add to your loan, then your loan's paid by the insurance instead of having to come up with that while you're out of work. We also offer gap protection, which everybody's pretty familiar with, but you can do it directly at the credit
I
union.
did not know about gap protection, but they told me about it. They're like,
Yeah.
it's really a good thing to have,
Mhm.
especially for these older cars.
Yeah, it's great. And so gap protection is wonderful. I've never seen someone regret having it, but I
Yeah.
have seen those that wish they had had it.
Yes.
And so it just kind of helps cover the difference in what the insurance wants to give you for your car and what you owe on the loan. And then with ours, you actually get Gap Plus, meaning if you have Gap on your car and you wreck it, and then you're going to purchase a new one, you actually get $1,000 off the principal balance of the new loan you finance with us.
Oh, wow.
You do have to finance it with Domino, but
Yeah,
it's
sure.
really it's a great way to just knock that little bit down off that new car and get you back
That
going.
is awesome. I love that idea. Well, I tell you what, if you guys don't have Gap, I suggest you go and talk to Amanda because, or whoever they need to talk to, but they're at Domino because that is a really great
Yeah.
service that the credit union
Our
offers.
lending staff is very well versed in that, and they're always open to talk to people. You can even add Gap after the fact, so you can talk to them about that. If
Okay.
you don't have it on your car now and you have a loan already, you can talk to them about adding it after the fact. But I wanted to tell you on the consumer side, one of our most popular services is our reward checking account.
Okay, tell me about
And
that.
so that's a lot more than just a checking account. So the main thing I like about it, although it offers a multitude of services, is the identity theft protection. So just by having this account, you get $10,000 in protection if your identity is ever stolen. That helps cover attorney's fees, court costs, all those expenses you incur once your identity is stolen. But it also has a preventative side. So by having the reward account, you put your information into the system and it monitors your credit and it makes sure that nothing's being reported on your credit that the member didn't initiate. It also gives the member access to their credit report and score so you can see what's going on. And you can say, wait a second, there's this new loan, I didn't do it. You call the panel of experts, say, what do I do now? And they'll take you through that process. So it's
And
just fabulous to have.
yeah, because nowadays
It's
it
so important.
happens all the
It
time.
does.
Me being a truck driver on the road for a long period of time, I was constantly having these charges that weren't mine. And so I would literally have to call and say, okay, I didn't do this. And they'd shut my card off and I'd have to
Hmm.
go get another. And I literally about 6 times in a 5 year
Yeah.
period.
So now we do have a debit card fraud department that comes automatic with all of our accounts. And that's going to monitor for fraud such as debit card fraud that you're
Okay.
talking about.
Hmm.
And so if they see transactions that are out of the normal, say something, your card was swiped in New York and then also swiped here in Atlanta, Texas, well, that's going to put up a red flag and they're going to
Right.
put a pause on that and give you a call and say, hey, did you do this?
Well, that's what ended up having to
Yeah.
happen to me because I would drive 11 hours a day.
Yeah.
So literally one day I
Yeah.
was in California and the next day I
Hmm.
was in Texas.
Yeah.
And so they would call and say, hey, did you actually do this?
Yeah.
And finally they learned,
Yeah.
along my
They
routes.
learn your
They
patterns.
learn your patterns.
They do,
Exactly.
they do. And so, but the identity theft protection is monitoring more than just your debit card. It's monitoring you as a person. So it's if you had a credit card application to a financial institution and you didn't do it, it's going to pop up and it's going to let you know, hey, we've received a new credit card application. You're like, I didn't do that.
Yeah.
And you just get in there and talk to those experts and they start you through the process of,
That is,
of
like I said,
recovering.
that is so important. You've got to have that nowadays. And I'm so glad that Domino offers such a great
Yeah.
benefit like that. So, like we were talking, Domino's been around since 1973. You are part of the community. But give me some things that you guys do to enhance your performance outside.
Sure. So we love to give back at Domino. We actually have an annual scholarship that we're very proud of that we
Okay.
started several years back, and it's just continued, and we're very proud of that. We also like to give to our local sporting events and food drives and stuff like that. And we recently added a program for our debit cards, so members have a choice of the design of their debit card. You can.
That's fun.
That's
That's
fun.
just fun.
It's
Yeah.
fun. And so there's three that you can pick from. One is for local food banks, one is for emergency services, and one is for local schools. And just by having those cards, it costs nothing else to the member. But there's a percentage based off of the swipes and the transactions done on the cards.
Okay.
And then once it reaches a certain point, we'll give a donation to that category that you chose from. So that's a new program.
That's cool.
Yeah, we just started that, but it's really exciting to be able to give back in that way and to give back to things that our members are passionate about. We gave them the option. What would you like to?
Right, exactly. And that is important because I mean, I get these phone calls and I know you do too. Would you donate to
Right.
But this way you can say, you know what, I'm already doing that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And right. And it's just by your normal transaction. Like I said, it costs nothing extra to the member.
Now, on that note, let's say I did you say like an emergency or a fire? What did you call it?
Local EMS
All right,
and
the
emergency services.
so that does go to local. That is, so you know for a fact it's going,
Locally.
what is considered local for Domino?
Just within our community charter.
Okay.
And so our charter is you have to live, work, worship, or attend school in Miller, Marion, Bowie, or Cass counties.
Okay.
And so it would go to, like I said, within our community. And that is a new program. We've just started it. So we're excited to see how that plays out.
I think that's wonderful because, like I said, that is important to us to make sure, because you never know when you get these calls. Is this really going to my local? They say it does, but is it really? So this is a way to kind of protect yourself and know what you're doing.
There are tons of scams out there, and so we take that seriously as well at Domino. We're constantly putting out notifications to our members. on different ways fraudsters are trying to obtain people's information and to get you to do all these things. Remember, never give out your online banking credentials to anyone.
To anyone.
Anyone ever. We actually have some videos, free training on our website for anyone to go to that talks about fraud, how to protect yourself, things to look for. And those are just, they're on our web page. You go in, access it. It's a whole training library.
So let's say we have a person that's not a part of Domino. Can they watch those
Sure
videos
can.
too? Okay, so that's really great to know because a lot of times you may not be banking with Domino right now, but they have information for you that can help you with your bank
Absolutely.
that you're at right now. And then eventually you may say, hey, you know what? This is a great service. I'm switching over. But that's something that I think the
Yeah.
community needs to
We
know.
want to offer as many services as we can for our members and our potential members. We care about our community as well as our members. And so that's why we just made that out there for
That's
anyone.
awesome. I love that. Okay, so tell me what some of your hours and locations are that you have right now.
So our location open Monday through Friday. Our lobbies are open from 8:30 a.m. till 5 p.m. and our drive-throughs are from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m.
Okay, and where are you located right now?
So we have 4 locations right now. We are on Main Street here in Atlanta, Texas. We have a location at the paper mill in Domino. And it's actually in the paper mill, but you don't have to go through the gates. It's just right there on the
Oh,
right.
okay.
And then we have a location on the corner of Kings Highway and 59, as well as one on the Arkansas side of Texas on Jefferson Avenue.
Okay, very good. Now, we kind of talked about this a little bit, but I want you to go into it just more detail. What digital or mobile banking options do you guys actually have?
So we do have our online banking, which is where you can see your account, you can see transactions, you can do transfers between your accounts and loans and that kind of thing. You can transfer to another member's account at the credit union. There, say if your mom or something was at the credit union too, you could send her $20 for Mother's Day or something like
I've done that
that.
before, and
And
it's
it's
awesome.
isn't it fantastic?
Yeah.
And then we have our mobile app, which has mobile deposit and all
Okay.
of those things. Anything you can do on the online application, you can do on the mobile app. The only thing you can't do on online banking, you can do on mobile app is the mobile deposit because you need to be able to take that picture.
Right, right.
And then we also have Savvy Money, which is a really cool product on there. That's another way for help members with their credit. So you get on there, it tracks your credit score, and you can even set goals. I want my credit score to go from a 700 to a 720, and it'll give you like recommendations of what steps to take. It also has like loan offers in there specified to you. So if you're looking to refinance a loan or do a consolidation loan, you can go in there and see kind of what offers we have right now that would be
Awesome.
specific for you. So Savvy Money is a newer product, and members are really starting to like it.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, so we were just talking about this a little bit earlier, but tell me something new or exciting that's happening in Domino. I know we
Yeah.
got something going.
We do, we do. We are really excited. We are fixing to add another branch in Texarkana.
Really?
Yes, we have
Okay.
purchased the land on McKnight Road, and we have plans underway to get the building going. So no specific dates yet. We're still in that planning process, but we've already secured the land, like I said, and we're really excited to grow.
Absolutely. That's an amazing thing. Okay, so one more question I've got for you. If somebody's never banked at a credit union, let's say they've always banked at a bank,
Sure.
right? A bank. What are the differences between a credit union and a bank, and what's the advantages?
Sure. So a bank is for profit. So there is somebody at a bank making money off of your money. At the credit union, we are a not for profit organization.
Really?
We are owned by our members. And so any profit we make, we return to our members by way of lower interest rates on loans and higher interest rates on share accounts, share draft CDs, stuff like that.
Right.
And by expanding the products that we offer to our members. And so I always tell people you should always be with a credit union. If you're not within our charter, find a local credit union. They're gonna serve you better because we're your credit union.
Yeah. Well, it's my parents have always used a credit union.
Yes.
Therefore, I've always used a credit union. And there's always something that, like you were saying, it's personable. I can walk
Yes.
in the door and see faces and they look at me and go, Hi, Donya. And it's like, they
For
know
sure.
me, right?
We train our staff
Yeah.
to do that, to when a member walks in, to make eye contact with them, and then to get to know what their needs are. We tell our staff that all the time, make sure you're understanding what your member's looking for and get them to the right person that can help them. Maybe it's not something one of our member service representatives at the teleline can help them. Maybe they need to be directed to the lending department or for something, or maybe they need a little more advanced help on online banking or something, and they can get you with a branch manager to help you, with that kind of thing too. So
Right.
we start that. We believe that starts at the front line.
And it absolutely does. I mean, it's like that old movie or TV show Cheers,
Yeah,
where everybody knows your name.
for sure, for
Right.
sure.
And that's really comforting, especially when it has to do with money and all these things that's going on in the
For
world
sure.
right now. It's nice to know that you are local, you help us, you want to know us and
Absolutely.
our business, which is really great. Is there anything else you need to tell me about?
I think we've covered it all. Just know we're here for our members. We are on the online services. We also you do like loan applications online, and we are soon to add online membership applications. I'm in the final steps of getting
Okay.
that done.
I
Where
was actually going to ask that
yeah,
and I forgot about it. All right. So if they don't have an account with you, but they want to right now, they still need to go into the office.
or contact us over the phone and we can give you steps to
Okay.
that because we do offer like electronic signing and that kind of thing. I know everybody's on the go. We've all got a million meetings to be to, and if you're chasing kids, they're in every
Oh, they're
activity.
everywhere. Yeah.
And so we do accommodate as best we can, because we can accommodate through email, as long as we can get your information validated, and then you can sign electronically. So I actually came in just as a member, and my sister was actually making a payment on her car loan, and a lady I've known for years was working at the credit union and just kind of told me to apply. And so I was already working at a financial institution and thought, well, why not? And after prayer and communication with Miss Joy, I joined Domino's team and been there for, like I said, 14 years in October. And it was a move that I'm so glad I made.
Yeah, absolutely. And with you being there that long, I bet a lot of your coworkers do start at a younger age and stay for a long period of time.
We do have a good retention of employees, and we have a great team. Um,
Well, you have to with
loves-
Miss Joy being at
you
the head.
do, you do.
You can't get any better than that.
Yes, ma'am. And her and Darren both, Darren is our COO. And the management that they provide us is fantastic. And as much as we care about our members as a credit union, our management team really cares about the employees and takes care of us, and that helps us to take care of our members. So, it all flows that way. And so we're just truly blessed to have the management we have, the board members we have. They're wonderful at supporting us and helping us through processes. And so it's just been a really great experience at Domino. I started as a member service representative, like I stated, and some days I get to go play that role every once in a while, and I love it. I'd love to be able to get back to that member facing and
Right.
get out of my office every once in a
You got
while.
to. That's why we're here at Cafe Crema because we
Yes,
I get out of my office, right?
yeah.
Well, it was so great visiting with you today, Amanda, and we know that Domino will always be here for us. And if you have any questions, be sure and reach out. How can they contact you?
So you can contact us by phone, email. We try to keep our lines of communication open to whatever you need. You can come into any of our local branches. So 903-792-8651 is our main phone line.
All right. You guys have a great day. Thank you so much for coming and visiting with us.
Thank you.
And we will see you next time.
Mhm.
Bye.